Welcome to LUTV News InFocus, where we feature interesting topics on campus, in the community, and in the world of culture. I'm Antonio Del Rio. From the Stark Museum in Orange, to the Museum of the Gulf Coast in Port Arthur, to the Museum of Southeast Texas in Beaumont, the Golden Triangle is full of beautiful art and talented artists. When I moved to Beaumont, Texas in 2017, I immediately realized how important art and music is to the area. Whether you enjoy painting, dancing, or performing music, it's all here. I met up with a few artists that are well known in the Southeast Texas art scene to discuss their creativity and their lives as artists.
The Maribel Lamar statue was created in 1965 by David Cargill, a well-known artist in Beaumont's art community.
But Lamar's head was really the second thing that I ever cast. Anyway, I just based it on 2 or 3 pictures that were available.
Cargill credits the inspiration and help from many of his creations to his late wife, Patricia Cargill, who was also an artist.
And I was working with an artist, my wife, and so everything we did was 24/7. That was our focus.
Cargill has taught and trained many other well-known Beaumont artists, including Greg Busceme.
David is the ultimate mentor, and he's my sensei, if anything is like that, my master. He is a treasure in Beaumont that people may or may not realize. Most people do. He was a very strong guide in me and how we built the studio and what we did.
Probably if I had any comment, to just concentrate on the art part of your existence.
A student of Cargill's, Greg Busceme has created the Art Studio, a place where artists and supporters of the arts can meet and express themselves and their creativity. Busceme shared insight on what the Art Studio has to offer locals that are interested in improving their craft.
The studio is designed to be a place that artists and other creative people can gather and express themselves through artwork, music, dance, theater, any means by which they feel they want to express themselves. It's an open space that ties the artist with the community, allows the community to be more involved in the arts and to see that the arts are a really critical part of everybody's life. And if you think about it, humans began as making art, and then things kind of evolved from there. And so it's really an important part of the process. We also offer education programs, outreach programming for children and adults, and we also have residents working here who rent space. We have music events every month called band nights, 10 months out of the year, art shows, things of that order. So any way we can promote the artists and the arts in the area is our objective.
If you have attended Salsa at the Lake, visited the Art Studio, or noticed an eye-catching traffic control box in Beaumont, there's a great chance you may have seen the art of Ines Alvidres. The Mexico native has created a home and beautiful art in the Golden Triangle. She is here with me today to discuss her work and talk about her life as an artist in Southeast Texas. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you.
So you've done a lot. You're an established artist. You have your own business. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm talking to you at the beginning and talking about what success is. And I want to tell you this from the heart. Success is to be grateful with what you have. We live in the moment where we want more, but I'm enjoying every single little step I'm taking, and Beaumont has been so great for that. They open their arms, they support the art. I met beautiful people, friends, and it's just one day at a time. Art or anything you do in life is just one day, one project, one person, one event, right. Just you and I. This is it for now. So.
The thing about your story is that you come from Chihuahua, Mexico? That's correct,
yes.
And you came here at the age of 16.
Yes.
And you mentioned that coming to Beaumont, it was tough at first.
Very much, very.
But your art helped you through. Tell us about that.
Yes, it did. I was in high school, and Mrs. Wall, she is by far one of the biggest I think, keys of me creating art. I was in school, was not quite connecting with the school and the speed of the pace of the life here. But she offered me a project to do a mural for the Cinco de Mayo program. And that mural was just the beginning of something greater. We work with very, very basic supplies. If I can say, we sew some bed sheets. We use very, very, very inexpensive paint. I still have the mural, which I will show it to you.
I'd love to.
But that was the first time that I was really immersed in a project, art related, and it made me feel alive. It made me feel alive, so alive that I spent the first of many all night long painting nights. So yeah, high school was tough at the beginning, but once I found art, then it all makes sense.
And you found art, and through that you found things like the art studio and the other art museums and everything else that's around Beaumont. And you met all these notable people.
Yes.
Tell us about that also.
They were key. Greg Busceme and everyone else in the studio was by far one of the beginnings. After that, I met many other people that was so important. And thanks to them, I'm sitting with you today talking about art. How great is that? Yeah. So I think it's just the community as a whole. We make each other better. We work together, we grow stronger. So yeah, Beaumont is just a team. And if you let what you love out, they're gonna see that you truly love it, and then you'll get support. So
that is true. I'm not from Beaumont, I'm from Philadelphia, but upon moving down here, I noticed the huge art community, music community, so on and so forth. There's a lot going on here.
Yes, it is.
And you can just drive down the road and see all this stuff. Mm-hmm. For instance, I'm driving down the street, I see the traffic control box.
Yes. And
it has the artwork on there, and you had something to do with that.
We all did. It's many of us. There's murals. There is a lot of more concerts and live events. So it's just, and this was not, a couple years ago, was not as vibrant as it is today. Really? So these couple past years, it's been really teamwork. Different organizations, different venues, different groups are making this happen. But because of that, it's making the younger ones believe that it's possible and getting involved.
With your art, is it a visual thing? Is it an emotional thing? What compels you to create the artwork that you create?
Love that. I love that, because it is all. It is all. It is, you find the inspiration on a daily basis, but it's more of it's inside of you. We paint who we are. We have a message, and that's what I tell everybody. It's not let's paint what people is going to love, what people is going to like. If they love it, that's wonderful, and that's probably going to reflect if you love it too. But the main key is that if you don't do what you do, if you don't paint what you paint, nobody else is going to paint it. And if you don't paint that blue dot or that straight line in the white canvas and believe so strongly in it, nobody else is going to do it, because they're going to think, well, that's too cheesy, that's too easy. Or the key is to know that if you don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. And nobody can do what I can do. I cannot do what they can do. So we have to work as a whole and deliver.
Being from Chihuahua, Mexico.
Yes.
First of all, I've always wanted to go there. It sounds like an exciting place to me, I guess.
Yes.
But does your birthplace, does that have anything to do with your art? Like the way?
Oh, I will not be, or my art will not look the way it looks today if it wasn't for my hometown. And my biggest inspiration is the Tarahumaras. well, these are the Indians that can run long distances. They are the runners. They're like beautiful people. Their dresses are layers and layers and layers of colors. And I think the colors that they wear on their clothing is my colors that I use. I remember going to the market in Mexico, and I would see the ladies with the little kid on the shoulder selling their goods. And I saw it as a whole. I saw her feet, her sandals, her beautiful dress, her waist, her pretty white shirt, her beautiful face, their hair. They have a red piece on their head. It was the whole package. It was like an art, like a piece of artwork standing there. And that's what you and I were talking a minute ago, is that we are art. What we choose this morning to wear, what we choosing to move, the way we choosing to talk is art. But to me, that was very influential. The old buildings, Pancho Villa was in Chihuahua for a while, so we got to see a lot of his cool stuff. And yeah, no, Chihuahua is definitely inside of me, and it goes everywhere I go.
I meet people, they say things, certain things I remember. I won't forget that line, we are all art. Was that the correct one?
We are art.
I'm gonna remember that.
We are art.
That's true.
It's so, yeah.
Oh, okay. To learn more about Alvidres and her work, visit www.amarteartstudio.com. I would like to thank David Cargill and Greg Busceme of the Art Studio for their contributions to this program. For details on the Art Studio, visit artstudio.org. Thank you for watching LUTV News InFocus. To see more content from LUTV News, follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.